Picture me putting my city all over the map. They wasn't believers, I had to get even in mad. We coming up, pulling up, jumping all over your grass. So tell them I got a new girl. Tell them that I'm in the bank and I want all my 50s in cash. I'm tired of living check to check. I need 20 models to see. Smiling in my grave, fresh to death. I've been Wu-Tang with a spectral deck. Yeah, I gotta just get off my chest. I cannot miss it, got last on my list and you next. Take it how you want it, I ain't famous.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We have a couple of confident teams coming into today's game. Both walked off the field with victories last time out. It's the Cardinals going up against the Dolphins. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Guy and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. It's been all systems go in this first month. They're off to a 4-0 start.
And it's got folks believing that this is a team that's built to go all the way. You can't win the Super Bowl in September, but they're telling everyone that they're going to be there in the end.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller. Yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go!
Now Davis from the gun, he'll throw. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And the sack for 8 continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket, no matter what. They're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that philosophy works for them very well.
Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Dean. The numbers for him from a week ago. Now, you figure that he'll probably be a big factor in this one as well.
No question about it, partner. We just saw it right there. They want to get him the ball in space and see what he can do after the catch.
And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the run. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jonathan Allen coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Davis now. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Throwing on 3rd and long. Davis. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. An update from Buffalo. It's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. Michael Thomas, he's got a first quarter touchdown grab there. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he fights his way in, not giving up. And it's a Cardinal touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
So now here come the Dolphins. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. First down, Davis over the middle, complete to Samuel. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you do.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals in possession of the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Holding offense.
So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make.
The Dolphins get there this time and they bring him down. was superb a week ago. 3 sacks in that affair. Now 1 here in the second quarter.
Well, how about our conversations this week? With him, it was pretty simple. He said, I've got a few combinations I can try it out they haven't seen yet. And on the flip side, they thought they had a plan to block him. Might need to come up with something else because he looks like he's getting loose now.
Punch, counter punch. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll look to throw here. He finds Brown, complete. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll look to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Precision, precision, precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about...
And now it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try to play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Back to throw. Davis. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Davis now. Throwing on 3rd and long. Ertz over the middle. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block him. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offensive backfield has been something else in this game.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Davis on 1st and 10. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Davis on 3rd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Dean. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. They'll drop the throw. Buying time to his left. And some room to maneuver. And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here we go. Blue 90.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he finds Cook. And he's brought down after a good game. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone, so they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. And so they run it in on the two-point try. You know, so often, Charles, we talk about, from the offense's perspective, what you do on the two-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do.
And look out. I think he's going to go. The 40, 20, 10, and he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Meanwhile, up in Buffalo, it's the Bills with an early lead over the Jets. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. And before we could even hear from Larry, we're back and ready to go in Week 5. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Here we go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Dean. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards will get him back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to him back.
Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And an alley to run. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Open space inside the 10. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Looking to throw. Davis. Ertz has it left side. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Dolphins have got it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
All right, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. It's a really nice pickup.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Here we go now. 3,
Back to throw now on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Well, that 2nd down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dean. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give him a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
So the drive there took 6 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go. Brand 38.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the 4th and final quarter. Second down following the run.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now Davis operating from the gun. He'll get it in the hands of Clark, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 42 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 6 yards to go here on second down.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Operating from the gun. Davis. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
All right, so you needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal then maybe not exactly what they wanted, but it's a necessary first step.
Still plenty of time remaining, but you could really use a stop defensively after the kickoff, preferably a 3-and-out.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Looking to throw. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They needed 19, and that's precisely what they got. And by the length of a football, it's a first down. Back to throw here. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Davis now to throw on second down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A gain of 32 that time. And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is knocked down from the side at the 11-yard line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The decision to go for it pays off. And now they're set up 1st and goal. Time for a break. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the 2-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Cardinals got to go quickly. Hustling to the line. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
They are in the 4th in Buffalo. The Bills, they're just pouring it on in that one. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that...
And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. And now down to 14 as he spikes it to stop the clock. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This will be 3rd and 19.
Come on, let's go.
Davis now. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly.